Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Knows in his gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the spirit. Now, this is just a skit. From my knowledge, this is just a skit. But this whole ordeal is what goes down in the DM for real. As you see Keisha here. And like I said, this is a skit from my knowledge and from what I was reading in the comments. But regardless of it, this is actually what goes down in the Jake race, as adultery is rampant in the Jake race, man. Okay, adultery is like taking candy from a baby when it comes to Jake, because Jake has been, our nation has been founded on one of the principles of rebellion. Okay, because Israel was known for rebelling against the Most High, even their fellow brother. Okay, which is why the Most High has put us in his captivity in the first place. Okay, first and foremost, we rebelled against the Most High, which caused him to cast us away. And also we rebel against one another, you know, which the elect are coming back into the mindset of Yahweh Shai. That's in a way of loving thy fellow neighbor, which is your Israelite brother. Okay, so we've gotten away from the tenets of adultery, covetousness, all right, murder, you know, breaking the commandments, even though, you know, we're not perfect and we continue to go off in his flesh, because the scriptures goes into how the spirit is willing, but the flesh is indeed weak, or the flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. So there's a constant battle between flesh and spirit. But the little victories in the spirit adds up to the victory. All right. But you got Jake, the 2/3 of Jake. They just outwardly rebel because they don't fear the repercussions until it's too late. So this is roughly, I think like a minute and 40-some second video when the Jake lady was talking to the young girl here. And basically about her committing adultery on her father. And like I said, this is a skit, but this is what actually goes on in the Jake community. And what's so crazy about this is acted to perfection, to the point you got to question if she really did this shit or not. Because it's not above Keisha's moral to go out and sleep with another man and take the daughter to the man's house while committing adultery on the father. Okay, that's something light to, that's light to Keisha. I mean, that's, in her book, that's considered low level. Like, oh, that ain't nothing. Okay, Keisha will go and get a train ran on her by 3 men, Edomites, and come back and kiss you with the same mouth. She won't even brush her damn teeth or gargle with salt and water. But she'll go and she'll literally lay up in the bed with you, take a whole bath in a sink, while all types of specimens are still invading her with JJ, man. Okay, so yeah, our people are wicked. And this video shows you that, even though this is a skit, but still. But anyway, let's play the video and we'll get some precepts.
Why did you tell your dad I was cheating on him, Leilani? That ain't your business. And it damn sure ain't your place as a child.
First of all,
Look, girl, who is you talking to?
First of all, you're making it my business by taking me to the guy's house that you cheating on my dad with. You are a married woman, and I'm just a child, and I'm still more lawyer than you are.
Little girl, you are punished. Don't touch no game. Don't touch.
And they're acting that out very too well, because this shows you how dysfunctional our people are, or our people is. You know, she got the lace front wig on, a weave. She pointing the finger, got the eyelashes on, got the horror clothes. And her daughter is sitting up here absorbing all this. And now I'm speaking on terms of realism. But the daughter is seeing this, and she's basically learning the embodiments of the mother, because eventually the spirit that's on the mother is casted down into the daughter. As a matter of fact, let's get this real quick. I'll come back to that Proverbs 30. But mother, this in Ezekiel. Daughter shall be, not shall he, shall be. So mother, daughter, let's do this. I think it's Ezekiel 16. 16. Even though this is going into Israel. This is the book of Ezekiel 16. And I'm going to start at verses 44. It says, "Behold, everyone that useth proverbs She used this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter, because this chapter goes into Israel committing adultery on the Most High, okay? When it goes into Judah and then her treacherous sister Jerusalem, which represents the other tribes. That's a common factor, that when the mother is a whore, then the daughter will be a whore too, because she embodies the personality of the mother. So when you see in situations like this, you know, with the cleavage out and the ass showing and the haughtiness and the neck bobbing, the little girl picks up on this. But in this skit, the girl was rational-minded enough to know that right is right, wrong is wrong. Even though, you know, she's going all by bucking up against her mother. But nonetheless, she's not lying. Okay? And Keisha would shame their daughters for going and tell their father, hey, look, my mama was committing adultery on you. Leave that hoe. She'll literally put her daughter in the spirit world, because, see, one thing about Keisha and just women in general, they've been taught to be held. They're not accountable. Okay? No matter what harm or no matter what type of offense they ignite towards you, at the end of the day, they don't want to be held accountable for their actions, because it's always, well, he made me do it. He made me do this. It's his fault. You brothers know. Talk to a woman that got kids or that was in an 8-9 year relationship and ask her why the situation ended, and how much you want to bet without a doubt she's gonna downplay the fact that she had something to do with it. But instead, 90% to 95% of the issues will be based on the man. Well, he wasn't here. He was cheating. It's always based on the man's so-called cheating. He wasn't there. He was abusive. He didn't let me go out with my friends. He told me I couldn't do this. All dumbass reasons to leave a man in the first place, right? But that's the mindset of these people. And it reads, verses 45, and it says, thou art thy mother's daughter, that longed her husband and her children, and thou art the sisters of thy sisters, which loathe their husbands and their children, and your mother was a Hittite and your father an Amorite. Meaning that they've made these other nations their gods, okay? But on a lower level, Jake women, they commit adultery like taking candy from a baby. All right. Micah 7 and 6. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 5. It says, trust ye not in a friend, and put ye not confidence in a guide, and keep the doors of thy mouth from her that lieth in thy bosom. Like, you ain't supposed to be telling your wife every damn thing, man, because it ain't none of her business, first of all. Second of all, she's emotional, and she can't see through rational. She can't be rational or use logistical thinking in subjects. Instead, she goes off how she feels. This is why when a woman say, tell me the truth, I don't get mad. You don't tell women the truth, man, at least about high level shit like that. Like, you just keep it to yourself, or tell her what the fuck she want to hear, because most women want to be lied to anyway. Quiet is kept because they can't handle the truth. They're not built for it. And it says here, for the son dishonoreth the father, and the daughter riseth up against her mother. And you seeing her rise up against her mother, but in this case, it's because she was committing adultery. And a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's enemies are of his own house. And this is basically what Yahweh Shah was quoting in Luke 12 and 40. You know? But anyway, let's go back to this video real quick. I'm going to pull back up this Proverbs. And like I said, it's not going to be a long lesson at all. But let's go ahead and start it over. Salakia.
Cheating on him, Leilani. Why did you tell your dad I was cheating on him, Leilani? That ain't your business. And it damn sure ain't your place as a child.
First of all,
Look, girl, who is you talking to?
First of all, you're making it my business by taking me to the guy's house that you cheating on my dad with. You are a married woman, and I'm just a child, and I'm still more loyal than you are.
Little girl, you are punished. Don't touch no game. Don't touch no game.
How you gonna punish me when you cheated on my dad? If you cheat on my dad again, then I'm gonna tell him again. Oh wait, there won't be no again. He's divorcing you. Hey, Dad.
Hey, baby girl. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Okay. What you doing? What's on your mind?
I have something to tell you.
You got something to tell me? What you got to tell them, baby?
Mommy been cheating on you.
Hold on. Wait, what? How you know that?
Because she's been taking me to the guy's house.
Wait.
And real talk, let's just say if this, because this really do happen, but let's just say if the father confronted her The mother a lie. She'll call the daughter a liar, man. This shows you how low Keisha is. She'll say, nah, she's a liar. She's making that up. And ain't no kid about to lie about that. Like a kid, that's a far-fetched, that's way out of left field for a kid to come up with a lie like that. Kid lie about things like, all right, did they do their homework, or did they accidentally eat the last piece of water? Did they take cookies, or did they get in trouble at school? Kids lie about simple shit like that. They don't lie about, oh, my mother cheated. They don't lie about that, bro. Kids ain't gonna lie about that. This is not what children lie about. If they see it, they gonna. And kids are like sponges, man. They see it, they gonna remember. A kid will remember something for 3-4 years, man. They'll bring it up in detail. They're like parrots. This is why you gotta be careful on what you say around your kids, man. All right, because they will literally hold it. You remember when you said that Daddy was the one? You remember when you, just lying. Like when we were kids, man. Like we used to have to lie. Like I used to have to lie for my mother, man. It was just like, and it really used to mess with my spirit, because I'm just like, man, this woman is a fucking demon. You know what I'm saying? I'm lying for her and shit. And then if I don't lie right, then I get my ass whooped, or get cursed out, or get yelled at, all because she got about 50 different niggas called in the house. I got a lot of these niggas. Like, why the fuck you give them the damn number then if you ain't want to be bothered with them? Like, it's anyway. Proverbs 30:20, it says, such is the way of the adulterous woman. It says, she eateth and wipeth her mouth and said, I have done no wickedness. Right. And that's Keisha for you. I ain't do nothing here. She just got finished successing somebody for a promotion and work. And then you get wind of it. All of a sudden, you get into an argument with the bride. Now she's basically saying you're insecure. You have trust issues, when that's clearly in her nature. And if a man is spiritual, he knows his woman's weakness, man. He knows where his woman comes up short at. You should know these things. Okay, because basically, you're the mouthpiece, you're the brain for this woman, because clearly she can't govern herself. So clearly you're supposed to know, okay, I know this is my woman's weakness, so I'm going to keep her away from here because she falters here. You know what I'm saying? She's weak in this area, so therefore I'm going to keep her away from that because she's not strong enough to handle it. But then the minute you bring that out, oh, you're controlling. No, I just know you can't hold water because you're that weak. And here they go spraying these chemtrails, man. Woke up, it was a beautiful, clear day. Now, it literally looked like fucking checkerboard across the damn sky. Like, this is ridiculous, man. All chemicals. And we're breathing it all in. I wonder why the trees are dying, and deforestation and climate change and all this other stuff. They try to accuse the weather. No, you're controlling it, man. That's why this man got to go. All right, I'm at the point I'm just tired of Esau. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much more we can suffer this dude. But anyway, this is the book of Proverbs 9, and I'm going to start at verses 13. It says, a foolish woman is clamorous, and she is simple, and knoweth nothing. For she sitteth at the door of her house, on a seat in the high places of the city. Yeah, because like a lot of times, you go to these women, they got these nice lofty apartments, and they're in high positions at jobs and governments. They may call it shots, at least to their mind. It says, on a seat in the high places of the city, to call passengers who go in right by on their ways. But whosoever is simple, let him turn in hither. And as for him that wanted understanding, she said to him, stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he knoweth not that the dead are there, and that her guests are in the depths of hell. That adulterous woman, adulterous women, man. All right, it says, know that not the dead is there, because when you go into her, just imagine if you was able to put a microscope, and doctors figure this out. They can pinpoint around how many partners a woman had just by analyzing her vaginal walls and the specimen center. So the doctor knows that this woman is a blatant whore. He would never tell her that, but they got technology and studies out there stating that, this woman, she's got about 200 bodies on her. And you can look this shit up, And these women, they probably do that on average before they're 30 years old. It's quiet as kept. And it's not even a quiet as kept. It's a known fact now, because they broadcast it all on social media. Then they get mad at you when you bring up these accounts of their behaviors and say, well, why you shame me? You can't judge me. Well, why the fuck not? Okay, you literally got a graveyard inside your box, man. The fuck? You want me to die too? But these women are wicked, man, all right? And I'm going to end it on this precept, Sirach 42, and I'm going to start at verses... let's start at verses 11. It says, keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies. And this is why, the other nations, they see Keisha and they shake their head at her, Because, I mean, the hedge is spoiled. I mean, she's basically spoiled, and she likes being spoiled. And it says, in the byword in the city and a reproach among the people, and make thee ashamed before the multitude. Because when our women go overseas and they try to mimic the passport bros, the passport sis, they're ashamed, they're looked at, they're laughed at, they're not taken seriously, and basically men just freak off with them. And they call you all types of whores behind behind your back, while you coming over here trying to be this boss woman, and you try to be over this man by demeaning this man. But yet the men that you desire totally looks at you like a petri dish of whoredom, and they're spraying the shit out these guys, man. It's like, damn, leave the fucking air alone. God damn. This man gotta go, brothers. For real. Like, that shit really vexes me every time I look up and I see this shit in the air, because it's like, dude, what the fuck? And then you wonder why your ass is sick. Like, sometimes I wish I had a fucking rocket launcher. I'll shoot one of them, like on GTA, when them planes are flying across the sky and you can launch one of them rocket launchers, you'll lock on. Sometimes I'll be like asking the angel, like sometimes I'll be wondering, like, why the angels ain't shooting these planes down? But you know what? They're not doing that because this is a righteous society. This is a wicked society. So therefore, I mean, these people really deserve chemical skies. They deserve to be sick because these people are wicked anyway. The unfortunate part is that we have to endure the shit. But overall, these people deserve it because they're wicked anyway. So just like, you know what? Hey, the Most High allows them to do it, have at it. Shit. You can cut them the motherfuckers black for all I care. As long as the Spirit is protecting us. But anyway, it says, behold not everybody's beauty, and sit not in the midst of women. It says, for from garments cometh the moth, and from women wickedness. Okay, read that again. For from garments cometh the moth, and from women wickedness. So scriptures say all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Okay. Better is the churlishness of a man, which is a rough, strict, stern, or just a detestable individual, than a courteous woman. A woman, I say, which bringeth shame and reproach. And these women, they don't care how they shame they men. Okay, they willingly do it, and they're proud to do it. So you jakes out there, man, hey, like I say, don't take them serious, for real. I mean, they ain't really nothing to take serious at this point. Multiple bodies, multiple baby daddies. At the end of the day, you get locked up with one of them, and you get caught up out there, that's on you. But, like I always say, recreational purposes only, unless they show you something different. And I'm talking about the white woman, too. All right? Contrary to popular opinion, yeah, we teach you can deal with Edomite women, we do. But you ain't to take them serious either. They're just as big as whores as the fucking black woman. So make that make sense. But anyway, with that, shalom, all praise and glory on is due to Yahweh Shem Shai. Shalom, Baba Ba. Shalom.